Hello, gorgeous soul. Are you ready for an extreme planetary grand finale? Yes, it's the final season of Neptune in Pisces. All the weird, magical, strange, and absolutely bonkers stuff that's happened in the past 11 years is here, and it's going to be peak. It's going to be more. It's coming to a conclusion that ends in January 2026. On top of that, we've got Pluto direct, a Grand Air Trine, a kite, and a mystic rectangle. What does it mean? Absolute clarity and transformation. Here's your monthly astrology. Hey, Leo. Wow. This month, you have a total rebirth and transformation and complete new level when it comes to your intimate relationships or your one-to-one partnerships. So whether that's a lover, whether it's a best friend or a business partner, anything you do one-to-one, it's never going to be the same. It's next level, it's onwards, it's an improvement, hopefully, as long as you let go and learnt your lessons, and it's change. In fact, whatever you've done, you are seeing your relationships in a brand new way. But let's start at the beginning. Okay, to kick off with, Mercury, the planet of communication, is entering Scorpio. And for you, you're heading towards a time, inch by inch, that's really going to be consumed with home and family. And you need to recharge, you need coziness, you need the people around you that love you, whether they're your chosen family or your blood family. You need the people that are the ones close that you can snuggle with, that you can wear your pajamas with and just hang out with no judgment and just cozy vibes. And also you may be going through some changes connected to your home. And for you, you suddenly have the right words to talk about it in a way that's very persuasive. Now, the full supermoon in Aries is bringing something up for you. Very intense peak experience connected to travel or somebody that's very different to you or potentially overseas or a different area of wherever you're from. And you're going to see things differently. You're having a peak experience. So for some people, that'd be marvelous. For other people, if you've suppressed something in your unconscious connected to that, you might find that it comes up through dreams, a strange synchronicity, or even an opportunity to travel that you weren't thinking of. But it's going to be very emotionally intense, but lightly positive if you open your arms up to seeing things differently, doing things differently, and set your heart on an adventure. Now, Mercury is square Pluto, and for the rest of this month, it is all about you thinking about who you're close to on that intimate one-to-one level. If it's a lover, you're going to have to clear things up and make things right. Even in great relationships, there are things that we need to shed, we need to evolve together, we need to transform. If it's a relationship that's not working, you're going to be very vocal about it. And if you've given your power away or there's a power struggle, or even if you have an obsession with someone, all of this has to be sorted out because it's holding you back in some way. And the good news is, when you sort it out, great freedom, great growth, great love, great power is coming to you. Your natural way is that you need to be adored and loved and respected and have authentic relationships. Otherwise, it really drains you, It doesn't suit you. You can't handle it. It's no good for you to be around people that don't respect you and adore you. It's bad for your Leo soul. You need to be seen. And that is what this month is going to do. You're going to see all the people one-to-one that you're close to in a way that is very different. It's not emotional. It's not in any way other than the bigger picture, the truth, the reality with all the emotions removed. And that happens when we have the Grand Air Trine and the kite and the mystic rectangle. The 14th is the day when you're going to see things, where things are going to take a turn for the better, I hope. Venus is trine Uranus, so there's some surprise news. You may get invited somewhere or become the center of attention, or something you say goes viral, so be careful what you say. But it's your news, and news is spreading. So you're hearing something and you're saying something and it's cutting through. With Venus, the planet of love and abundance, trine Pluto, which is all about change and the rebirth you're having in relationships. It's really going to be interesting and surprising. Please, after the 14th, maybe around the 17th, leave me a comment about that. The Grand Air Trine, Venus in Libra, trine Pluto in Aquarius, trine Uranus in Gemini, trine Venus in Libra. Wow. Again, news is coming and a different perspective that's going to change your view of something important in your life. And you're going to get it. You're going to see it. It's going to be so clear to you. Because when we have the kite, you're flying high above the situation. You're seeing it from above. And the mystic rectangle is like the deliverer of news. And it's really, really deep for you because the moon is in Leo in that mystic rectangle, sextiling Venus, trine Pluto. So very, very intense and very, very filled with information. With all of this energy, you're making choices. And one of those choices is what and who makes you feel safe. Where do you feel safe? Is your home a place where you can recharge? Because when Mercury and Mars join forces on October the 20th, you're going to make that happen. There's also big discussions about home and family going on all throughout the month, but with a big shift in a positive way on the new moon in Libra. It's squared Jupiter, so it's saying you've got to trust your intuition and also understand, which you do actually, unless you're pretending sometimes to yourself, the difference between your imagination and your intuition, or your fear and your intuition. And I think you're going to get a very important message intuitively about the next stage forward, and it will be like a big rebirth for you. Now, Neptune is re-entering Pisces. Actually, that could connect you to your power. Also, you may, strange as it may seem, get a message from a loved one that's no longer with us. There seems to be a lot of spiritual protection around you that's almost like you're going to get guidance. So definitely look out for signs, symbols, dreams with a loved one that's no longer here. But somebody's looking out for you. It may just be a guide, but whoever it is, whatever, or someone in another dimension, but whatever it is, there's information coming to you that's really important over the next couple of months. So prick up your ears. And also, if you feel yourself stuck or you're in a situation that's blocked, ask for help. Ask loved ones that are no longer with us. Ask the universe. Ask your future self. Open your arms up to trusting that, which obviously, if you're listening to this, you have a belief in spirituality. You have a belief that there's something more than the practical and the mundane. But you utilize it. Use it for your benefit. Ask. Open your arms up to connect with that this month. Super important. Something huge could come out of that. With Mercury trine Jupiter on October the 24th, the Sun is also square Pluto. You have this, again, revelation, and it's intuitive. You're going to know something. Do not ignore it, darling. Pay attention to that intuition. With Mars trine Jupiter, all these trines to Jupiter around the 24th and the 28th. And, there's a sort of optimism and a belief that things can change and that you can absolutely stretch yourself. There's a grand water trine, Mars in Scorpio, trine Saturn in Pisces, trine Jupiter in Cancer, trine Mars in Scorpio. And you may be very much plunged into your emotions at that point. Go with it. Feel the feels. Be around people that you trust. Be around people that cheerlead you. Again, be around people you can be cozy with. Cozy is your superpower this month. You don't have to go out there and strut your stuff. Sometimes you do, but this month it's about getting cozy and intimate with people that you adore. When Mercury enters Sagittarius on the 29th, you are feeling very optimistic, very creative, very jolly, very bouncy, very frisky. And there may be some exciting romantic things happening, some really amazing new levels of creativity you cross into. Just happiness around you, fingers crossed. This month has so much to offer you, but you have to really be true to yourself. Own your stuff, particularly around any instances where you've given your power away. Reclaim that Leo strength And we end on October the 30th with Mercury sextile Pluto. And you feel, hopefully, fingers crossed, you feel fully back to yourself then, darling. Take care, gorgeous. Do subscribe, like, or share. That would be amazing for me. Take care. Speak to you soon. So why do we at Michele Knight give you a 5-minute, no questions asked guarantee? Well, our psychics are some of the very best in the world. They are handpicked. They have 5 rigorous test readings, the final one with me, and I require very detailed information, things they couldn't possibly know just by looking at Google or social media. We want you to be totally blown away by your reading, to feel that you've chosen a psychic who you can bond with, who gets you and gives you such specific information you feel completely reassured. If this doesn't happen within the first 5 minutes, don't be shy, just put down the phone and your minutes will be topped up or refunded. Your reading should be uplifting, full of clarity and advice, and leave you empowered to make the right decisions for you. We want Michele Knight to be your spiritual home.